Hey everybody, Marathon Mondays with Mal. Here we are overlooking the production floor here in Coburg. You know, 158 weeks in a row I do this show. Why do I do this show? The job is to show you guys every week what's going on at Marathon. Let's not split any hairs here, you guys. Marathon builds the best luxury coach in the world. It's my job every week, 158 of them in a row, to show you why that is. I'm actually headed on down and I want to talk about the X3 this morning. Marathon is the first converter to have the updated X3 chassis. You guys have seen it, Coach 1317. And as Armand makes his way down from the top of the production floor all the way over here on the west side of the production floor, I'm going to show you these three chassis because Marathon has a commitment to the customers that want these luxury coaches. We are building on the X3 platform, and I tell you what, we've got some beautiful coaches coming up. This stall is empty right here. This is stall 9, actually Coach 1327. It's an H3 double slide. Is going to come in here later today. But let's look at this guy right here. Let me show you this grill first. This is Coach 1324. That's an updated grill. Pardon the dust, but you know we're in the middle of production right there. X3 double slide. Brenda Kraft doing the interior design on this coach. And let's head on inside. Now I want to show you the wire pulls that are going on in this coach. We do this every week for a reason, you guys. My job is to show you why you would choose Marathon, and one of the reasons you would choose Marathon is that we take the time from the bottom up wiring. We've talked about it many times, but there it is again. Wiring and the wire pulls is so important to a coach to make sure that everything stands up just like the chassis would for decades. All the way to the back. Coach 1324 updated X3. We're going to stop saying updated X3 because this is just the X3. If you haven't seen Coach 1317, it's currently for sale. It's a great looking coach. It's actually down in Florida right now. But if you want to be the first person to own the new X3, you contact me at malw@marathoncoach.com and we can talk about it because we have 3 of them in production right now. One of them is completed. Let's go look at the next one. I'm doing a lot of pointing this morning. You see that? I'm headed down to Indio tomorrow. I'm going to drive a coach down and spend some time with some customers down there and hopefully with some of you guys. If you're interested in test driving, come on up here, Armand. Let's take a look in here. So we were just in 1324, now we're in 1325, and as you can see, wiring all throughout. That coach is about a week and a half further along than this one. But as you can see, pulling the wires through, there's no walls in here yet. But we're going to make sure that every single coach is built properly. Very cool. Now, that coach has been around here. You know, they go to paint first, though. That coach has been on the production floor after paint for about 2 weeks. This one's been here for about a week. There's a brand new shell right there. That's how many X3s Marathon has right now. Look at that. That's a great shot. You can see the bays down there. You can see that very important Prevo beam down there that's going to add the rigidity to the shell, to the chassis. This is called shell prep. It's going to be here for about a week, getting ready to go down to paint. This is Coach 1331. That's very cool. You guys want to go inside and look? Let's do that.
Hey Mal, we have a question.
Oh, we've got a question. It's always a question.
Is it possible to get a motor coach without slides?
Is it possible to get a coach without slides? On the Prevost chassis, absolutely. We just built a coach. Coach 1311 didn't have any slides. The customer wanted that done. We ordered the shell to do exactly that. And Prevost took care of us and took care of the customer. So we were able to do a non-slide X for a customer. It's a brand new 2020 Marathon. That's Coach 1311. So yes, if you want no slides and you're willing to do a custom coach, you feel free to reach out to me. Let's go inside. Watch your step up, Armand. It's a big one. Slides are pulled in on this shell. This guy just got here. You can see that nothing's been done inside. They're just starting to do some work underneath us, as you can hear. But this is what it looks like when it's driven the 3,000 miles from Quebec. And the reason I wanted to show you these 3 X's this morning is because I'm really excited about the X3 and about what Marathon is doing. We are building more coaches than anybody in the luxury category this year, like we do every year. So this is an example of our commitment to the X. A lot of you guys have been asking about the X for so long. You've been asking about that X, and so I wanted to illustrate and show you this morning. We are doing it. Now, Eric Benjamin asks a good question. I can see it from the back of the camera here. He's asking about adding windows, for example, small windows in the bunks. Absolutely. I believe it's something we actually did on 1311. It's definitely something you can do so that you can actually look outside when you are in the bunks. Let's hop out here real quick. All right, now, the last thing I want to show you, stick with this because I got a little surprise for you. We're going to get a little bit closer to a very custom paint job. Let's go check this out. I hear a lot of talk out there, a lot of this, a lot of that, about Marathon's paint job. You know what Marathon does with our paint jobs? We build what the customers want. Quite frankly, why would you want to do anything else? What our customers will purchase, that's what we build. Whether it be the paint job, the coach, the floor plan, or the customizations. What the customers demand, that's what Marathon does. Take a look at this. Is that a beautiful paint job or what? Extremely custom paint job because the customer came in, spent a very long time speccing out this paint job. Isn't that beautiful? I just saw a comment from John, who's going to be shopping down in Florida next week. Well, John, stop by Marathon. If you need any help with that, you know how to get a hold of me. Take a look at this. The depth of this paint job. We've done some really great paint jobs lately. Coach 1318 stands out. But how about this? Take a look at this. The candy paint, the depth. Wait till you get a load of Coach 1329, which is the next custom coach that we're going to be profiling and following through production. Isn't that beautiful? So for those of you who are interested in what Marathon's doing for paint jobs, you take this back to the lunch counter and tell them to order me a tuna sandwich. What about that coach? Look how beautiful that is. I like the gray. I like everybody knows I like white. I would have integrated a little white if it was my custom job, but take a look at how aggressive and dynamic that coach is. Blacked out wheels. Woo! Let's look closer. Since we're over here, Gary, we're just going to look a little bit closer. All right. Look at the depth in this paint job. Now it's down here in an audit situation, and so they haven't detailed it and or washed it. It's been on the production floor for about 3.5 months after paint, so it's got a lot of dust. But when this thing is washed, look for this on Marathon Mondays. That's a beautiful H3 double slide. All right, that's about it. Now look, malw@marathoncoach.com. That is my email. If you're looking to get into a marathon, feel free to reach out to me. I'm going to be down in California for the next week and a half, showing off the best luxury coach in the history of the world. If you're interested in test driving it, Jim Cogley and I will be taking test drives. Quite frankly, any day that you're in the area, just feel free to email me and I'll set it up. But every Thursday morning, down in the desert, in that Palm Springs, Indio area, you can test drive a marathon. Why would you want to do anything else? How fun is that? malw@marathoncoach.com. Be yourself and do good things. I'm actually going to go inside and check out this coach. Maybe I'll tell you about it later.